If you guys know who Jason Wojo is, you've probably seen his content online. He's one of the most controversial entrepreneurs known to date, and I brought him on the podcast because I candidly want to know if any of the stuff that he actually posts is real. He's made $12 million at 26. Like, is that even possible? So I asked him a whole bunch of questions. I lived this fully unedited for your enjoyment. So go ahead, enjoy your day, and listen to it in the background because we really go there. And at the very end of this video, I actually screen record. I show him my entire business model, and he breaks it down and analyzes it and critiques it live for you guys so you guys get a little deeper value. I love you guys, and I will see you in the episode. Peace out.
Yeah, so everything that I've always done in the niche itself has always been a proof of concept. So like when I run ads to get people to like book a call with us so that we can run their ads, I'm running ads to tell you that we should run your ads. Proof of concept. So what else is the same thing? I'm running a low ticket offer to you. I want you to buy mine.
Yeah.
All the offers I've ever ran have been this reverse proof of concept that makes the conversion rates astronomical. That's the first thing. Second thing is that a lot of people run a business right now and they're running free lead magnets. They're just getting book calls, right? Dude, if you're a high ticket business owner, you're going to have higher show rates and higher close rates if you have more low ticket buyers.
Yeah.
Like if I gave you 100 people who bought a low ticket offer or 10 people who booked calls, I'm taking the 100 people because I'm building my email list 10 times faster.
Yeah.
I have 100 people now on my list who are buyers. Dude, people classify book calls as this highly qualified thing. Like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. I could get 10 book calls, 5 of them show, maybe 1 closes. The other 4 have some stupid excuse. Half of them aren't even qualified because they just book a call because they're what? They're curious. I don't want curiosity. I want people with credit cards. So like when we run that low ticket starter kit right now, man, we're pumping about 14,000 a day in just ad spend to that funnel.
Yeah.
And it breaks even some days. Some days I lose 1,000. Some days I make $2,000. I'm okay with that because if I get 400 people, I have 2 appointment setters calling those leads every single day within 5 minutes of them buying.
Yeah.
They're getting a call. Hey, we're trying to sell you something, coaching, or we're trying to sell you DFY, or we're trying to get you on a book call for an appointment set.
Yeah.
It allows me to scale faster. And dude, it doubled my monthly revenue within 60 days of running that offer. It's crazy.
So I think that it really applies. I mean, like I do like really basic coaching. I own thefirstclient.com and I help people get their very first client in business. And I feel very qualified to do that. I've gotten a bunch of clients and I don't overpromise people like, oh, you're going to make millions of dollars with me. I'm like, dude, you're lucky if you make $500 off your first client. Like, let's be real. But I'm teaching you the business skills, the sales skills, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to college too for marketing and advertising. And I realized like my schedule is so freaking booked with classes and everything. What way can I use to get lead flow in? And the most common thing is get your appointment setters, get your, all these other like manual human capital ways of getting leads. But then when your appointment setter doesn't show up because they're sick or because they're not doing their DM outreach or whatever, the lead flow stops. And then it's like, oh, you have to do the outreach, but you're in class, you can't do it. So the lead flow stops. The calendar is not getting booked. So how do you manually create a wheel that is just spinning leads on your calendar with people that are buying? And it's like not even buying a lot of stuff, but just a little. And dude, it's genius. It's like I tell everyone, I'm like, I literally calling people. I'm like, you guys need to get low ticket offers. I'm calling my real estate friends that are making 10, $20 million, like low ticket offers. Like, come on, guys. Because right now they're cold calling. They're on multi-line dialers. They're doing the Mojo dialer, Wojo, and it's not working. Or if it is working, it's just manual time. Like there's no leverage behind it. So really congratulations for creating it, dude.
Yeah, dude. And also like there's other people in the niche who discovered this though. And here's like where I get very controversial, which is, dude, there was a guy that I worked with 2 years ago and he was running an offer called Low Ticket Millionaire. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was 2 years ago.
I know this guy, bro. Yes. I'll continue.
Oh, yeah. Runway Billionaire.
Yeah,
I know this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was running the ads for him, and that was back when I was in my last relationship. I lived in Daytona Beach, and I was just trying to get off the ground. I was charging a couple grand a month to work with some private clients. Now I charge 30 grand a month, a lot different now. And I was basically just trying to help him get his thing off the ground.
Yeah.
And he was running low ticket, and he was running kind of the same program that I have.
Yeah.
And we were doing this and it was selling, dude. Like he was getting buyers, but his sales guy sucked. His setter sucked. And I was like, how do I make this funnel better?
Yeah.
And then 2 years pass. And I'm sitting here and I was running another low ticket offer too called 1 million views. You might have saw where it's like get
Bro,
these
a
60
hundred
viral video
percent.
scripts.
100%.
That one was attracting the shittiest leads on the back end. These were atrocious people, dude. They were terrible. So we
I can
stopped it.
imagine, dude.
Okay. We stopped it. And I was like, what else could I run? And I was like, wait a second. 2 years ago, I ran a low ticket thing. I'm so good at low ticket offers. Why don't I just fucking teach people how to do it themselves?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to take my landing page template that worked. I'm going to take my exact methodology on the ad creatives and the copy. And I'm going to run it myself. And
Yeah.
dude, wind up running it and it worked very well. And then he found out about it and he was mad. He was like, oh, you took my offer. I'm like, bro, it's been 2 years. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. It's been 2 years. You sucked at it. Your salespeople sucked. Your appointment
Bro.
setter sucked. I have a better sales team. And it's funny because he went on Instagram Live and started all this banter about it. He's like, oh, you stole my offer. I'm like, no, bro. I actually took your concept and I made it better because
Yeah.
people are using what I'm giving them and it's a better offer.
Yeah.
It's sexier. Your
Yeah.
stuff was trash. Don't be mad about it. So it's like, there's a lot of people too, like, okay, so people run Amazon automation stores. So I can't run it because someone else runs it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you make an offer better and sexier, you have better salespeople and a better back end, do what you want to do. But
Yeah.
I just want to get that out there because people, dude, I'm getting a lot of hate right now because of the ad spend, and people are like, oh, you took someone's offer. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
But dude, it's like if I'm better at the back end and the KPIs and driving actual like revenue driven interest,
Yeah.
then it is better, right? Like,
100%, dude.
yeah.
And the thing is, like, we think of Ty Lopez, and people who really know him say the word SMMA. If you don't know it, you know the word SMMA. But the fact that like you have now associated a brand yourself with the word LTO, low ticket offer, I think it's really, really going to blow you up for the next, several years. And this is like a
Oh yeah.
concept in it's a concept in business. Like when you get into it, you don't even think about it. You're just like, I need customers. I just need customers, whatever. And you're like stubborn about it. But then there's like, oh, there's a new concept with LTO. Like you can bring this into your business already. You're already doing it. Just build a PDF, do a little template, whatever. It's great. Like, congratulations. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
And
Um,
it proves to people who are listening, like just because someone else sells something that you're trying to do doesn't mean that you can't sell it, right? It actually breaks down my entire proof of concept more on why your offer is so important and how you relay that. Because people are like, oh, well, this guy runs the space. I can't sell what he's selling.
yeah,
I can't sell like a life coach because Tony Robbins runs the space.
yeah,
Like, dude, you can do any offer you want. You just have to be good, and the market will let you know if you're good or not.
yeah,
Like the market dictates everything. So what you mentioned before, by the way, dude, stop sharing that PDF with your friends. Because here's the thing. You do not want advice from people who haven't voted with their credit cards. My mentor, Greg Berry, always used to tell me in the beginning, was like, dude, people do not vote with their mouths, they vote with their credit cards.
yeah,
And dude, like, you're gonna find out what's good about the PDF from people who actually buy it.
yeah,
Like when people swipe their card and they're like, yo, Alex, where's this shit? Or where is that?
yeah,
You get those questions through email, and now you're like, here's how I make it better. The market's telling me what they want. Your
yeah,
friends are going to tell you what you want to hear.
yeah,
So that's where, dude. And also, here's a crazy concept, dude. The low ticket starter kit, when I launched it, I never even made the product.
yeah,
I sold it. And then if people bought, I refunded them. I just wanted to know if it worked first. Dude, when I test offers, I write funnels same day. Like I'll write an offer same day and I just run the ads to it. And they're like,
yeah,
why would you do that? I'm like, well, I'm not going to build out the course unless people are going to buy the shit. Why would I
yeah,
do it? I'm just going to refund all the buyers, stop the ads, now go make it, turn it back on.
yeah. So, okay, question about that. Even like It's crazy. If you really dig into like business psychology and everything, like why people are in business, why they fail and everything, what I find fascinating, because I went through this entire cycle of like 3 years. Like I was 17 when I started. I'm 20 years now. And 17-year-old Alex is like reading all these self-help books. But the thing is like when you go to get a job, you make money pretty much whenever you show up, you clock in, and doesn't matter if you're socializing or whatever, you're always making money. But business, you can read a book, you can listen to an audio, you can get a coach, you can pay a mentor, you can do these online seminars, these all these things, but you're never making money, and you continually don't make money for years and years and years and years. And it's like, oh well, business doesn't work, it's a scam and all this stuff. And like even hearing you talk, like you're like, I write an offer, write a funnel, boost it on the same day, because you have the skill set to do that. Someone hears it and they're like, damn dude, it's going to take me 2 years to get a funnel up. And it probably will, because they don't know how to do it. And the interesting thing is it doesn't matter like how good you are or not. If it doesn't happen, if you don't launch the funnel, if you don't run the ads, you're not going to make money off of it. I built the PDF, I built the whole funnel, I spent 80 hours doing this thing, haven't made a single dollar yet, and I won't until I launch the ads. But like there's
Yeah.
so many steps, and people are like, well, they'll get like halfway in, they'll build the thing, and then they'll stop, and then they'll be like, damn bro,
Dude,
it's a
you know what's
scam.
crazy is that from the time that I write a landing page to how fast I launch, it's about 3 hours.
Mm,
Probably about 3 hours because
bro.
I don't make the product. Like, dude, if
Oh
you go through that low ticket funnel
yeah.
and you go through the fill in the blank, you could launch it in 3 hours if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a graphic designer near you, you could be like, yo, man, make this for me. Get back to me in an hour. Now you're writing the copy.
Yeah.
Graphic guys making your course mock up. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Where's my video testimonials? Upload to Sprout Video or Vimeo. Okay, cool. Those are uploading. Still writing the copy. FAQs. All
Yeah.
right, sick. Order form page. All right, yo, are you done with the logo? Paste it on. Then the order form's made. You put the product in there on Go High Level, and then you hook up Stripe. Takes 15 seconds. Then you go into Facebook. You take your Facebook pixel, put on the first page, add to
Yeah.
cart on the second page, purchase on the third page. Don't worry about the upsells and downsells yet. Then
Yeah.
this graphics guy by hour two already knows your offer. He's making images for you. Hey, man, here's my
Yeah.
social proof. Here's the offer. Here's the headline. Get back to me in 2 hours with all the different creatives. Now you take the creatives, use my fill in the blank ad copy, and you launch in 3 hours.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's like the Rocky cutscene in the movie is like 5 seconds, 10 seconds long, and you literally just compiled the entire workflow in the span of 30 seconds, and people will hear it. But like this is the thing that like even me as a seasoned like 3 year old business owner, I hear that, and then you get into the step, and it's like the mock-up. I spent 25 hours just like designing that mock-up, and I'm like I'm a perfectionist, whatever, but
Bro,
like ripping it through Canva, restarting, going because I wanted to look
bro,
good.
that mock-up was done on Canva in 9 minutes on my funnel.
Bro, so you did it on your phone. I'm sitting
Dude,
here on Canva. I mean, dude, I posted on my story. I think you reposted it actually. I don't know if you remember. It was a few weeks ago, but
yeah.
um that mock up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna spend, and then next thing I know, 25 hours is gone, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And then it's like, okay, now I got to do the funnel, and then the copy for the funnel, and then inserting my testimonials and everything. That takes another 10 hours. I'm like, damn it. And like the thing is like it's simple and it's really simple, but the fact that there's a massive amount of time duration for most people because they just don't know how to do it. Once you do it a bunch of times, it's faster because you're seasoned, you know what you're doing. Most people they've never even done any of this. They might not even know what a funnel is. So my
Yeah.
question, back piggybacking off of everything, is like logically, and what is your advice to that person who like literally doesn't understand what any of this stuff is? They purchase the low ticket starter kit, they purchase one of your offers, they purchase anything. They're like, I really like need help and I want to make money. It's coming out of good faith, but they just don't understand. Like, and your advice is great and it works and it is like amazing, but people just need like years of like learning and understanding and
Yeah,
soaking
yeah.
things in. Yeah. What's the
What I
advice?
what what I would say to them is you have to ask yourself one question. Do I value my time or do I value the money more? Because like realistically, like you could buy another program. I'm not even talking about me. I'm not even going to sell anything. Is that you could go buy a program, not be good at it, just pay the team to do a DFY for you if you don't want to do it. Like if
Wait,
you make
okay.
enough,
Yeah. So what do you mean by that?
if if you make enough money at your job and you buy a program and they can just do it for you, just go do the done for you option. Like, if you don't want to do all the tech crap, just go have someone else do it for you. Like, we have a done for you option, but it ain't cheap. But it's like, if you buy the low ticket starter kit and you don't want to do it, pay
Yeah.
us 10 grand. We'll build it for you. But people don't want to spend that much. So then it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
So then it's like, it's a hard sell to people who then, because if they don't know how to do any of this shit, odds are they don't have the money. So it's
Yeah.
like, you could go do that
Yeah.
or go on YouTube, like
Yeah.
find free videos, soak up that, go to events, like network with people. Like, dude, also, if you just, there's a thing that Charlie Munger always used to say, which was called assiduity.
Yeah.
Okay. The ability to sit your ass in a chair and just do something for a long period of time
Absolutely.
without being distracted will make you more money than you can imagine. The problem is that when people start sitting down in funnels, they get distracted. They get a fucking Snapchat for some chick they're talking to. They get a text from their friends who are like, yo, boys, we're going out to drink tonight. They get some other shit. They get distracted. Or their
Yeah.
wife comes home and she's cooking dinner and they got to sit at the table. And then your kid's fucking running around throwing shit on the wall. It's like people get distracted. And the one thing that Jason Capital always told me, one of my favorite mentors, was,
Yeah.
dude, people are not stupid. They're not uneducated. They're just distracted.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stupid. Like, I used to say all the time, why are people so stupid? Why are people so dumb? And he'd be like, dude, Wojo, you can't say that. Like, that's
Yeah.
mean. They're
Yeah.
not dumb or stupid. They're distracted. And that always stuck with me because
Yeah.
they are, dude. They're fucking distracted. TikTok's got their balls and their minds in Facebook. I mean, it's nuts,
Bro.
bro.
A hundred
Like, people,
percent, man. A
and
hundred
then they sit
percent.
there and complain. They're like, "Oh, like this guy's so rich." Like, dude, people don't understand that all the shit that we post on Instagram, I don't post a fucking thing. I don't do any of that. I don't even
Yeah.
run my Instagram. People
Yeah.
think that I run it. You are an idiot. I do not run my own Instagram. I have a team. Okay. I don't do that stuff. So people are like,
Yeah.
oh, well, he has all this time to post and shit all day. He's so rich. Bro, I don't do any of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because no one values their time correctly.
Yeah. This is the whole thing, dude. Like, I walk into the business world, and the biggest difference is not even the fact that you can make money, but it's the fact that you introduce this idea of leverage. And you don't even learn that unless you're like really intentional about it and you have awareness. But like leverage in and of itself is the ability to like utilize yourself a million times, and you can get a massive amount of output for little input. And you can undistract yourself, or you can still
Mhm.
be distracted. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure that you do a bunch of shit, but you can undistract yourself, or you can be okay being distracted because you have other things and other people in place that are doing this stuff for you. This is why having the low kit, like spend 40 hours, 50 hours building the low ticket, launch it. This thing will run in the background. You can break even on the funnel. Your calendar is getting booked,
Dude,
and you're not
and
doing cold
yeah.
calls,
You know what's
right?
crazy, bro, is that the people who get that thing launched the fastest, they have bills to pay. And that's what I've seen.
Mm.
The people who launch the funnels the fastest are the ones who have no backup plan. Like, they
Yeah,
have to make the shit work this
yeah,
week to get their
yeah,
next client. And that's what I've seen too, is like a lot of people too. I'm just like, dude, like, if you weren't working at that job or you weren't in school, you would have finished within the same day.
yeah,
Like, you would have been like, yo, I'm not fucking going to bed. Like, dude, every funnel, like tonight,
yeah,
this is my last Zoom call, by the way.
yeah.
Like, for a long time, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. I
Bro, the
haven't been on vacation.
45,000, dude, I saw that. You're
Yeah, I haven't been on
congratulations.
vacation in literally 5 years.
Yeah.
And like,
What yacht is that? Is that that looks like Jeff Bezos yacht, like actually.
no, it's the Ritz Carlton. They just came out with their yacht collection. They just took me off the waiting list like
Damn.
4 or 5 months ago, and they were like, "Yo, do you want a spot?" And
Do you want a spot?
I
That's
was like,
sweet.
"Hell yeah, I want a spot." But dude, the
Yeah.
shit wasn't cheap because you got to pay double occupancy. That's what people don't realize. When you go
Bro,
on a cruise, if you ever been on a cruise and you go by yourself, people were in the comment section saying that the shit was false. I'm like, dude, if you go on a cruise by yourself, I don't care if it's Norwegian. I've been on 13 cruises in my life. You cannot go on your own without paying for a second person, even if
yeah,
they don't come with you. It's double occupancy. So it was
yeah.
supposed to be 23,000, but with all the service fees, I had to pay for two people. It's 48 grand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Speaking of
like, yeah.
Dude, speaking of expensive shit though, you just like I think you're like 4 or 5 months into it. Grant Cardone, bro. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Like, this is the craziest thing. I'm like, I'm watching your content, doing my thing, and I hear Brandon Dawson comes up to you and tell that story and then explain it
Yeah,
because
so we
yeah,
were at the business boot camp and we signed up for the Elite 125. You don't pay the full 450 right there and then. You get broken up into payments, but you're still legally obligated to the funds.
yeah.
Um,
So
so
wait,
like we
yeah,
put
yeah,
like 80, we put like 80K down and then I pay like 36,000 a month or something.
yeah. So
And
pause real quick for people that don't know. Basically, Grant Cardone. You guys probably don't even know what this exists, but he has like and you can explain it better, but like a really expensive exclusive experience, and it's four hundred fifty six
yeah, it's
thousand
like
dollars, right?
450 grand. Yeah. And like you get access to Brandon, you get all of his like private masterminds, you get his team for 15 months doing a done for you service, you get a 6 month done for you service with your numbers and your KPIs, you
Yeah,
get leadership workshops, media buying workshops, you get shit, dude, so many things. You get Cardone University for the sales guys. The sales guys have been using that. Close rates
yeah.
are up. There's just a bunch of stuff that you get. But like, dude, like when you're sitting there and you're like, oh shit, like, do I need this? I mean, the answer is yeah, because the person who's in front of you makes more money than you. So like you might as well buy.
And he rips
Like,
out two Amex black cards.
dude, I was like, bro, I don't have a black card, which shocks me, by the way, because I spend so much money every year that Amex should be giving me a black card. That is bullshit.
Don't
The
you have to
amount
have
of money
like?
we spend on ads, bro, like there's no way I don't get a black card. Like that's crazy.
Don't you need like 10 million under management with Amex or
10
something like that?
no, not 10 mil. You got to spend 10 million, which to be honest, I haven't done.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
that's
I
fair.
haven't spent 10 million bucks yet. Yeah, I've spent maybe about like four and a half, five. So like I'm behind. But like spending 4 mil,
Behind.
dude, at 26 is still a lot of money. Like we spent a lot of money on ads, bro. But like
Just
spending four and a half, I mean, like, dude, you got to give someone a black card. I mean, ever since I became a bigger name in the space, I've been spending at least 2 million a year. So like for the last 2 years straight, I've spent well over 2 million every year. But it's like
but
I
what,
just thought it would be easier.
bro? So but why would you even want a black card? Like the rewards are like the same as the platinum. Like there's not much. Is it just the
Oh,
flex on
dude, there's
people?
it's not the flex, dude. There's like a huge like mastermind that comes with the Amex card. You get like really special events
Okay.
where you get to go in the room with some ballers and also like all of the biggest like car brands and shit. You get crazy ass incentives. Also,
Yeah.
your credit line is unlimited.
It is
So
unlimited.
like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
the access that you get, it's about the access. It's not about the money. It's about the access. The access that I would have by having a black card. Like, dude, if I go to tennis matches, bro, if you go to the US Open and other events, people don't realize that like you sit front row and you don't pay shit. And you get a lounge. Like
Yeah.
you get access that other people don't get access.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that's what I'm more interested in.
What's your main like credit card that you're using right now? Is it just the platinum?
I use platinum and then gold. Gold is for like this is the gold one.
Yeah.
And then the platinum one, gold is better for ads. Don't use platinum for ads
Most
because,
people have no idea what we're talking about, but yeah.
bro, for the gold card, you get 4x points on all your advertising. On the platinum
Oh
card, you get,
shoot, bro. What?
bro, that's how I get so many Amex points. Yeah, bro. That's how I travel for free and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like first class, free, everything's fucking free, dude. I haven't paid for a hotel or a flight in fucking God knows how long.
Bro,
I have no
that's
idea what that feels like. I don't know what it feels like.
bro, that's actually funny. The first time I was like, yo, you want to come on the podcast? You just said, yeah, pay for my travel. I'm like, dude, this guy probably has enough points to do it himself, but fuck it. I'll do it. That's crazy. All right. So I want to swing over. You just were on Ryan Pineda's show, Wealthy Way. What does
Uh-huh.
it feel like? I feel like that's probably pretty sick to be in that circle now. I mean, you're
Yeah.
pretty much getting up there. What was that experience like? You got
Yeah,
connected
dude,
to
it's great.
Brad.
I mean, yeah, I connected with Brad. Brad and me are having a conversation tomorrow, actually, because he's supposed to be signing on with me. And then Ryan, I just signed him.
You're
We're
running
doing
his ads now.
his low ticket and then Wealth Con.
Oh, he
He
has a low
texted
ticket now, bro.
dude,
That's sick.
dude, he texted me 2 days ago. He's like, yo, bro, we had the best performance from the ads. Like they did huge at the event. So he was like, dude, you're a fucking beast. And then Chris Crone, probably know who that
Bro,
is. I
a hundred
I
percent. Yeah.
I
We get him
oversee
on the
his
pod.
marketing department now for the events.
Yeah.
So I've been doing his ads. And then Marshall Silver, he's a big player who just came on. He's huge in the hypnotist space slash like event space too. We just got
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And then Onyx Signal, we're trying to sign him. He's a
Yeah.
little tough. He's a little ignorant, I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't
whatever.
I don't even know his content. That's probably a
He
problem.
yeah, he runs learn.com, but it's a different type of learn. It's LURN. But like,
Oh.
dude, they do like 200 million. He's like a huge deal. Yeah.
You see Hermosi just partnered with Sam Evans?
Yeah, dude, school's a huge app, man. We're about to transition all the low ticket people to school
Do
and
it. I think that's a good play.
like run a community. Dude, I need to get into that whole game of like investments and stuff like that because like I don't own much to be honest, bro. I'm a very like low key person. I just like my cars and I
Yeah.
like living my life and enjoying myself. Like I like stacking money in my bank account. I like not being worried about money.
Yeah.
And I enjoy cars, dude. My friends make fun of me all the time. Like, oh, what the fuck is Wojo buying? It's December. Like, what is he gonna buy? And like, I'm about to get a new McLaren next week. And like just all this shit. Like, I like my cars. I hate buying homes. And I'm going house shopping tomorrow too. For the first time in my entire life, I'm going house shopping
You and
because I'm
you
I'm
go
paying a
you
lot in rent, bro. And I'm just like, I might as well just own my own fucking house now. Like I'm fine
yeah.
with it.
So
Yeah.
you're like local to like Orlando area, right? So you live in I
Tampa.
know you have a house you rent
I'm in
there.
St. Petersburg, which is a
Oh,
subsector of
bro,
Tampa.
I'm in Ellington. I'm like across the bridge from you. I was just at Gary Cardone's house like well, 3 4 weeks ago.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, yeah. Gary lives down here.
Yeah, he's like right on the coast. That's crazy. I didn't know you were in St. Pete. I would have said like
Yeah,
shit, I'll
bro.
just drive to you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I'm in St. Pete. We're chilling like a villain.
yeah,
And then I'm trying to get a house probably downtown Tampa. So like we'll figure it out. I don't know how this shit works, man. I'm like tired of people. Like this is the thing with me, man, is that if I want to buy something, I just go somewhere and buy it.
yeah,
But with like a house, it's the most stupidest shit, dude. Like I got to go through a seller's agent and a buyer's agent. I got to pay these people like 30 grand each. I'm like, what the
yeah,
fuck did you even do?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
What what is
I want the home. Just give me the paper.
what does Chris say about it? I mean, the dude owns like 4 or 5 thousand like
Oh
single
yeah,
families.
dude. Yeah. Chris. Yeah. Chris does. I think he has over 2.2 billion now in assets.
Yeah,
And he's huge into just like basically doing the whole HELOC idea, which is getting a home, then taking the equity out, getting new homes, getting all the residual income. Dude, completely valid. I
yeah,
just don't want to spend that much money until I build my real estate portfolio of like, all right, if I get one house, I have that house for 2 years, then I pull equity out and then I
yeah,
go get a home or two, Airbnb it or whatever. Like
yeah,
the other thing with me, man, is that doing Airbnb is cool, but like, what if that fucking platform just shuts down? You don't own shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'd rather get a tenant in there who pays 4 or 5 grand a month, who doesn't fucking bother me. I don't have to go do house cleaning and all this shit. Like,
yeah.
it's a cash grab for me, Airbnb. Like, I'd
Okay.
rather just have somebody. If my mortgage is 4,100 and you pay 5,000, I make 900 bucks a month, and I don't pay my mortgage. I'm chilling. Like, I
Yeah,
don't need to make 7 grand a month and have fucking 13 home cleaners coming over the house and all
yeah,
this stuff I gotta organize. It's just too much.
yeah.
Just way too much.
How much? So for people that want to move to Florida, how much do you pay in rent in St. Pete?
Pay 5,200 a month right now.
Damn, bro. Wait, is it you rented out the whole house?
Yeah, the whole house. Yeah, it's supposed to be a two family, but I said fuck it, I want the whole thing. So it's just 5,200.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, 2 grand. I was like, pick up another house. Yeah, it actually makes sense.
yeah,
5,200 is wild. All right. So I don't want to, be disrespectful of your time. I have one last question request. I think it would be
yeah,
fun for content for you. Obviously I've been through your whole low ticket starter kit, built everything out. It would be cool, like just to get content. Do you want to review it? Like, give me your thoughts,
yeah,
honest, candid feedback. I'll share my screen.
yeah. Sure, let's
All
do it.
right. Sweet. So for people listening, dude, I'm a massive fan of you, and a lot of people give you shit. They're like, "Oh, this guy's an asshole," I've seen so many videos like before you came on the podcast of people saying like, oh, Wojo doesn't pay his people and all this dumb shit, or like
Bro,
like the McLaren thing.
that whole fucking editor video went out of proportion, bro. Like,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that video blew up in my face because there were 5 editors that couldn't spell correctly that wanted to be paid. And I was like, dude, I'm not paying you for videos. You guys can't even fucking spell. The subtitles were shit. I'm not posting that.
yeah,
And we didn't pay them. I'm like, dude, you guys suck. We're not paying you. And they decided to do this whole fucking, and they wind up spelling correctly on the videos. And they wind
yeah,
up going on and making videos about me. I was like, dude, fuck that shit. It's ridiculous, dude. And they took that out of proportion. Then YouTubers picked it up. It's stupid, dude. I'm honestly over it. And dude, they wanted like this one guy edited 45 videos in a row within a week, and he was like, "Yeah, I need my like $1,400." I'm like, "Bro, you spelled every word almost wrong. Like, I'm not giving you your money. Like,
yeah.
I'm not posting them." So, dude, it was ridiculous. But yeah, they just ganged up on me. All right, let's see what's up.
Yeah, bro. But I know you're legit, and obviously you provide massive value coming from me as a customer. Like I've paid for this low ticket SAR kit, $30. It was the best $30 I've ever spent in my life. So usually when you guys, buy, obviously this is what you get, not this, but you'll get the template for the entire, funnel and everything. You have to
Okay.
fill it out yourself.
So one thing I'll say is the first thing here is like get your first client in any niche for $27. You want to cover that objection. And then the only bad piece about this is that it says get this entire step-by-step business to get your first client in less than 30 days. That's
Yeah.
way too long.
Yeah.
No
So
one's gonna
I'll show
wait.
you the actual LTO so you can actually see basically
Yeah. So, but here's the thing though.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to debunk a theory. No one
Yeah.
cares about the PDF until they buy. You got to get people to buy first.
Yeah, got
So
you.
like get this entire step. Like also you're making it seem as if it's like a business.
It
It
is,
needs to be a
yeah.
it needs to be a system though. Like, is this for current coaches and consultants or is this for people getting off the ground?
Yeah. So basically, I built out an entire business step by step. Like I'll show you. And it's not for coaches or consultants. It's just for people who want to build an agency. A lot of people watch Iman Gadji and Joel Kaplan, but they get confused. This is kind of like the concept I was telling you earlier. They have so much
Okay. So
information.
then your angle needs to be go back to the landing page. It needs to be, launch your agency and get your first client like within 7 days using my X for only X. There
Okay.
needs to be a better there needs to be a better results driven claim about it.
Yeah.
Also, the text under the button there, like you can do this with only 4 hours per day. That is way too much time. People are lazy as shit.
So damn. Okay. Okay. So
You
you
can
said
you can do this with only 15 minutes per day. You got to make it seem easy for them, or they're
so
gonna dip out.
it's crazy, bro, because I I'm like a very realistic person as far as a coach. I don't like lying to people. And I know people, I talked to Joel Kaplan about this. I'm like, why the hell are you posting videos where you're like people get like 10K in 90 days? He's like, because people are lazy as fuck and they'll click on the video. I'm like, but it took you 6 years. And he's like, yeah, but that doesn't matter. I'm like, no, it does matter because you're lying to people. People are gonna like slash you for it. So like easily I
Yeah,
could
the thing that
easily
I'll say to that is that, like, is it skewed? Yeah, but no one's going to click on the shit anyway because human nature was set up for people to be instantly gratified. Like people, dude, if I told any of the people at my events, yeah, you're not going to get a sale for a year and a half sometimes. No one's buying.
but that's the truth, right? Like
I mean, well, no, that's not the truth, but like the truth is that, dude, some people get a sale the first day. Some people get a sale some people suck at business and entrepreneurship, but they can't close a fucking sales call for 8 months because they can't even
yeah,
close a door. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
like, it just depends. But at the end of the day, dude, if they go really hard for 8 hours a day on it, then they could get results, but they have to actually use it. Like, think about mine. I say to people, you can launch the bitch same day and get sales. Dude, there's people who have went in the Facebook group and been like, yo, I got my first sale today.
Yeah. My whole thing is just like, and this is like coming from a customer standpoint, and also like I'm in the trenches as like a young guy learning this shit. Like I would personally, and I think a lot of people would rather hear the truth because then they would never join business. I think people get in the vehicle of business because they're like, I'm lazy, fuck. I don't have any skills. I'm young. I don't want to go to college. I want to just sit here and play my video
Yeah.
games, jerk off, fuck a girlfriend, whatever. And then all of a sudden, they see you make a video and they're like, that's the solution to my
So
problems.
here's the thing about this is that regardless of what you say, though, people will be infatuated by their own expectations. Like, dude, we see it in dating in general, in life. People will set their own expectation on certain relationships. Like, oh, I'm going to go on a date tonight. Like, I'm going to get laid tonight. Like, dude, you cannot set an expectation on what the fuck is going to happen. And then when
Yeah.
it doesn't happen, they get mad about it. But
Yeah.
they wouldn't have gotten thrown into that unless Tinder came around and was like, hey, same day shit, swipe.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's all around in the marketing world, and it has pre-framed people to think instantly. You want to know what
Yeah.
else fucked up people's minds? Uber Eats. Get your food now. Just click a button, swipe the shit, and someone's coming to your door. Call a
Yeah.
taxi. All of these things pre-framed us to think a certain way. It fucked up the human mind, dude. The world is going downhill as we speak.
It's so funny because like I'm a very ethical person. So I'm like, I've made money, but I'm like always telling people
But
like,
dude,
don't.
let's be real though. Like, like for real, if they get this kit from you and they buy it at 9 a.m. and they implement and they fix their Instagram and they do all the shit and they book a sales call for tomorrow, could they get their first client?
So you're playing with so have you ever you seen the movie Sully, right? Where like the whole plane crashes on the freaking Hudson and all this shit. And then he got sued because they were like, well, actually, if you really dial it in,
You know
he
what's
could have
crazy, bro? That happened in my backyard.
really.
Yeah.
But this movie, the whole court case got lost at the very end because they realized that the whole court case was balanced on the fact that, everything had to be perfect. The human, like, emotion and distraction, all this stuff couldn't play into it. And that it got lost because if you took all these turns directly and you knew exactly what to do at the exact moment, then it could have happened that they would have actually been able to save and land in an airport. But now all of a sudden you have real people sitting in a cockpit, not robots. And you actually have to, think for a second, think about all these things. And all of a sudden it's really improbable that you're actually going to make it to an airport because now you spend all this time thinking you have to actually land in the Hudson, all this stuff. And that's like the reason why, the case was dropped. And the same concept is here. And honestly, you know what? If you want to flow where the river's going fastest, follow the marketing advice and just, I would say, be a dick about it and be like, you'll get it tonight. But I want to like disrupt the industry with the fact that like, no, you motherfuckers, if you guys want it tonight, don't be in business because this is not a game for you. You have to be obsessed with it. It took me 3 years to get my first sale. And honestly, for you had to struggle a lot too before everything, clicked and worked. Obviously, if you're selling, you want to make your own personal income, then fuck it. You know what? We're doing 15 minutes per day. You're going to make a lot of money, and that's cool. But I want people to like understand the truth and
Mhm.
realize that. And then if they want to be like a badass motherfucker and go really hard into it, get results really quickly, then those guys will be the exception. But for the regular average day Joe watching and playing Fortnite, like this is going to
Yeah.
be some work and it's going to
And
take
like
4 hours a
also
day.
here, like where it says do this without meeting, you want to say land your first client without because you
Okay.
need to keep selling the result. Land your first client without.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on the thing I just said? I'm curious.
I mean, like I love the transparency. It's just that like people still set their own expectations. Like, dude, I don't say anything in my ads about how fast you're going to make money. None of my ads say that. I only say that you can launch the thing same day. Like our ad book call ads, we say, hey, if you want a marketing partner who can help you hit 6, 7 figures, click the
Yeah.
link below and see if you qualify. We don't state any claims. These fuckers hop on the phone and dude, 30% of them are like, yeah, so how fast am I going to get results? Am I gonna get my money back the first month? Am I gonna like, dude, I see it all day. That's why you have to
No,
do
I
shit like this because
I
they're
I
idiots.
agree. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when I get on a closing call, someone says like, "How long is it going to take?" I'm going to say it's probably going to take 6 months, and then they're like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Well, I don't want to do it anymore." I'm like, "Great, you're not built for it. Go work at McDonald's." And then they're like, "No, I actually want it." I'm like, okay, cool. We could do this in 30 days, but here's what it's going to take. It's going to take fucking work. And they're like, "Okay, I can work." And now all of a sudden, you've reframed the
Yeah.
expectation of it's happening. You can do it today. The person that is humanly capable of doing it today has these expectations pre-framed in their mind, and they know how to work. The average day Joe watching Fortnite, he's so lazy and glued to TikTok that when you tell him, oh, you can do it today, he's like, oh, I can sit back, play Fortnite, and do it today. No, buddy, you actually have to sit here for 8 hours and bust it out, and then it's done today. So like, I always love transparency. I think real humans, like, this is why ethical problems come in the marketing world. It's just like you're getting bad like shit, and this is why I love Hermosi. Hermosi is like very truthful about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you think I'm talking out of my ass, or like what are your thoughts?
No, I mean, dude, it's completely valid. Um, the only thing I say is, dude, like just sell them what they want and then give them what they need.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the thing I've always like. It's
yeah.
just like, dude, okay, so why like guys who are not confident? Am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Guys
Am
who are
I
not
allowed to go? Bro, that's so funny.
guys who are not confident in their sexuality, what do we actually sell them?
Oh, you're asking what are we
Yeah, like
selling?
what do we sell them? If
Like,
they're ugly and not confident in their sexuality, what are two things we can give them?
um, I don't know.
We give them dick pills and a McLaren. Why do we
Boom.
do that? But why do we do that though? Because we can't tell this guy, yo, you're depressed because you're still a virgin. We're just going to let you have a shit. We're just going to try to fix your personality. Like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Just give him what he actually needs. You know what
You,
I
you,
mean?
you
Like,
think you think dick pills and a McLaren is what he needs?
I mean, honestly, bro, it'd be something to give him more confidence because you'd be like, yo, I'm successful now. And I'm not going to have her laugh at me when I pull my pants down.
I'm always up like Viagra, bro. Always up. All right,
Like,
but
dude, it's not, you got to think about it that way. Like, think about it, dude. If a coach is struggling to get clients, do we tell them, hey, sorry, Lisa, you're struggling? We're going to take 6 months to help you. Do you think that people in the emergency room want to be told some shit like, yo, you're here? You're going to have to wait a week. Like, they don't
yeah.
want to be told that. So
So
it's,
so a discrepancy here is like what is a scam? I believe a scam is when you tell someone something and then when what they get is not aligned with the thing that you told them. That
so
would be a definition of a scam, right?
Yeah. So the definition of a scam to me is something where, let's say, right, you sell a course for $97, right?
Yeah.
And it's teaching them, let's say, right, it's teaching them how to make 10K a month doing X, Y, and Z. And it
Sure.
tells you all this shit on the front end, but doesn't give you the deliverables on the back end to achieve it. That is a scam. But if you sell a course for $97 and you tell them that they can make 10K in 30 days and you give them the tools and the step-by-step walkthroughs and how like the sales scripts and all that, and they don't want to take action, it's not a scam. That person's just lazy as fuck.
That is valid. I fully agree.
Like, yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. No, I like it. All right, cool. We've settled it. Honestly, I think we both are talking out of like the same hole. I think just like you like making money. You make a lot more money than me, and you found that
Well, no, it's
pitching
not
is
just that. It's that, dude, just being around more humans made me realize a lot about the world. It's
yeah,
like, dude, people can call the low ticket thing that I push. Like, dude, people comment all the time, scam. Like, bro, if you sit down and do it and you test and you find winners and you fucking cut losers, you will make more. You just have to do it. Because I have
yeah,
people who have no business who are in the fucking Facebook group and they're getting sales.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's not a mistake. It's that they just did shit and listened. Like,
yeah,
that's it, bro. Like, it's the same thing with bad vices. Like, if you're an alcoholic and you're mad about your health and your friends are like, yeah, man, like, just fix your habit with cold turkey, like, you'll stop drinking, and you don't try it, don't call your friend a scam. You're just an idiot. You don't want to try it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, you have to think about that too with vices, like even smoking cigarettes. Like, dude, okay, vaping, it's still the same shit. Don't validate it by going to a vape. You're still an idiot because you're still smoking.
yeah, yeah,
Like, it's just like, That's how most people think scams are. It's like, okay, cigarettes are a scam, but they make a ton of money,
Yeah.
right? They make a ton of money and they're getting people who know they can't beat the habit.
Yeah.
The people should be able to stop. Like, dude, don't fucking buy a pack of cigarettes. Don't call these people scams.
Yeah.
You're still eating it. You're still smoking it. Like, stop validating the shit just because, oh, it's a scam. So, like, fuck cigarette companies. Like, bro, yeah, it's a terrible thing to sell, but like, motherfuckers still buying it. Strip clubs exist. People still go and they're married. Like, dude, everything
Uh,
around you is a fucking scam.
A
Like,
100%. This is crazy too because I understand where you're coming from and in the angle that you approach it with. And the thing is like you see the fact of the human discrepancy of like where they're gonna fall short and what the fact that most people aren't. Let's take your 1 million views in 90 days like offer. Most people wouldn't actually do all 60 video scripts. They're
oh,
not
hell
gonna
no, they
go
don't.
word by
Yeah.
it's impossible for them to get the $100 because they're probably going to miss something. Something's not going to click, and then they're not eligible for the $100. But the people that buy it are going to say, "Well, the value's here because I could
Yeah.
get $100."
Like,
But then
also,
tomorrow
bro,
morning they'll wake up and they'll be like, "I'm not turning the camera on. I'm not going to make a video." And then
yeah.
boom, like
Like, dude, it's the same thing with like you're in school, okay? We're
yeah,
not gonna get into logistics, but like, bro, I'm smarter than all your professors combined.
100%,
And
dude.
I don't charge you 80 grand a year. So it's like, dude, there is shit all around us that is fucking us, and we don't even realize
So your mentality to
it.
battle that is, if
And
people are
I
fucking
run
us,
in
go
here and I'm
fuck
like,
them.
yo, I have a $27 product that is helping people get their first sale in 24 hours.
Yeah.
That is less than a steak dinner.
Oh, 100%. Dude, it's no, like this is the reason I brought the Grant Cardone thing up. I think the education that you provide is really good. I really support everything you do. And the fact that you personally out of your own pocket are busting out 30 G's a month. And this is where you've landed. And people are like, dude, $30. I don't know if I can make it work. Like, holy shit. Like that really speaks to their character. But it's awesome that you provide so much value. We'll rip through this thing. We got through that. How do you like the mock-up, by the way? I built it in Canva.
The mock-up isn't bad. The only thing I'd say is that you need to provide some type of revenue screenshots that you've had on these things because you've got to sell the result. Like, people don't care about setting it up; they just care about the result.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
in
I
all
got my
my ads, I show my Stripe and I'm like, yo, here are the sales that I get. Like, this is what it could look like for you. It might not, it could, depends on how well you perform, but like,
got you.
this is what it looks like for me every day.
Cool, 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 cool. Uh do this without needing. Who's this for? We
Okay,
got
who is this for? Don't put 1825 because people who are 30 or older are not going to buy it.
okay.
And you want
Um,
everyone to buy
all right, cool. Who has this helped? We got these are all my well, this is actually a VSL that I have here, and then I actually wrote down like this is my bank account when March 2023, like 6 7 months ago. I had $16 to my name. Then all of a sudden, this is my first Stripe account balance from 2022. 6 months later, I'm pulling in $24,000 like in total time on Stripe, and then other I've done 40,000 total online revenue, 50 clients. My bank account it's $10,000. It's pretty sick. 19 years old at the time. Um, and then here's the actual Stripe, like step by step, my first payment. We got like cash is starting to collect. Now you can see my stripes growing. Um, then down here, built this little thing. This is another video. And then testimonials.
it. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So I really want to do this exercise just so people can actually see like what the heck like you're getting if you actually get the low ticket starter kit. And it's brilliant. It's actually like super intuitive too. And then the actual LTO itself is just like 26 pages of just step by step. Dude, I provided so many freaking free resources in this thing. But it's massive. It's built, it's a literal agency, like everything I've ever done, step by step, right? Like we got step one, you have to fucking pick what you're selling. Step two is once you pick what you're selling, you have to learn what the thing you just picked, like how do you do it?
Yeah, I like
And
it.
then and I even tell them like, okay, this is what you're going to sell. You're going to start selling websites. Why websites? When a business opens up, the first thing that they do online is pick a name, buy an LLC, build a website. So if they're building a website, you should probably start selling websites. Super easy. Go on Wix, learn it in 5-10 minutes. Like I do like the Loom walkthroughs that you also, use and utilize. Same thing. Um, all that stuff. So um it's beefy. There's a lot of stuff. It took me a long time to build it, but yeah.
I love it, dude. It's
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah. Also, here's like a side thing. This is my sister's freaking boyfriend. It's his name's Jason. You guys look identical, bro. Like you're both 26. It's
Wait, let
crazy.
me see it again.
Bro, this guy, like
The hell?
this is
Bro,
my
that's
sister.
weird.
Bro,
Yeah,
this is
get
my
that out
sister's
of here. That looks freaking weird, bro. Yeah, we look alike.
dude, it's crazy. And you guys
Jesus.
sound the same too,
What
dude.
the hell?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah. And when he has, because you have the goatee on the bottom too, he usually does it like that as well. So but anyway, man,